if you're above 7, you fail the test, you have to improve your house.
All right, so check this out, guys. Before this video gets started, I do want to mention that we just dropped another t-shirt on the website, this time in a brand new spring color. Just makes you want to go out into the sunlight. Of course, you got the brand new logo on the front pocket, and on the back, you got the dying sun with the glow effect. These suckers are super fire, and they are pretty limited, so if you want to copy one and help support your boys, be sure to visit Goonzquad.com. But as of right now, let's get to the video. And I think I'm actually going to sleep in this house for the very first time. Are we allowed to? What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the new Goonzquad headquarters. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we finally got our office area completely set up with a brand new glass desk, a rolling chair, a brand new computer, a printer, and even an epic sound bar. This area is already getting put to use. As you can tell, we got merch all over the place. But we're definitely gonna probably set it up a little bit different, maybe add a rack right here, maybe even add a futon right there. That way it's also a chill spot and an office at the same time. But we're probably gonna do that stuff a little bit later. What we wanna focus on right now is preparing for that final inspection. And in order to pass that, we actually gotta pass 2 pressure tests. There's one test for the actual building itself and one test for the HVAC system. So we are good there except for sealing up the front windows in that front there. We haven't got to that. So we're gonna go ahead and knock that out right now because we already called the guy up and he should be here either today or tomorrow. So we just wanna be ready for that. Then after that, what I think we're gonna do is probably grab the dumpster and pull it a lot closer to that gravel because we're gonna call up the dumpster here soon. We don't want him getting stuck. Just make it a lot easier on him. So let's just go ahead and knock out these few little tasks right quick. And then after that, I think we're probably gonna do some more furniture shopping. Alrighty guys, so we are finally back from the Walmart after doing a few things here at the house. We've got all those upper windows completely sealed up, so we are officially ready for that pressure test. And we even moved that trash can closer to that gravel. It's ready to be taken away. I gotta say, that sucker was pretty heavy, but you know what? With both of those machines combined together, dude, unstoppable.
Unstoppable, dude. But it was at first diving like the front into the ground because it's super muddy out there. Yeah. But you know what? We managed to push it and move it around without damaging that trash can. And I mean, it's ready for him to come pick it up,
sir,
man.
We're ready for that. But then after that, we ran to the Walmart and we picked up a futon right here, dude. This is a super nice memory foam futon right here. It may be like a little bit short because like if you want to sleep on it, you're definitely gonna have to like Fred Flintstone one side of it like that. But you know what?
I mean, it's a nice couch because it's a memory foam one, man.
Exactly. It's mainly going to be for sitting. You know, you're not going to be sleeping here, but if you do want to pass out, you're going to have that capability.
Yes,
you know
sir,
what I mean?
man.
But you know what? Also, we don't want to take up too much space right here, so I think that's the perfect option right here for a smacking $160 or something
Dude,
like that.
that is a good deal right there, man. I can't wait to test that thing out, man.
Exactly. We're about to set it up right now, and while we're at the Walmart, we bought a few other groceries, you know, for the house, just to get like to get settled in. You know what I mean?
Start settling, start filling up the fridge. That way we can have a snack or a bite to eat every now and then, dude.
Productivity, dude. If we got food, we can work faster, better, stronger, dude.
Man, just like everybody else.
Exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and set up this futon, probably grab a bite to eat, and just see what it looks like. Alrighty guys, so it is actually the next day here. What we're gonna focus on this morning is knocking out a major task. As you see, we put some stars by some of the stuff on the final checklist, and what we're about to do is the last coat on the hardwood floors. This is probably gonna be a super time-consuming task. It may take half the day, all day. What do you think?
Dude, it could take all day because we gotta sand every handrail, every post, and every tread. But you know what? We have to make this perfect because this is one of the last coats, man.
Exactly. We can't have any dust, any of those ladybugs, so we're probably gonna vacuum those suckers up. But you know what? We got everything that we need, and there's gonna be a good bit of prep work. So we got the buffer, the sanding supplies there. And as for the finish, we are gonna be using a special finish. It's the HD traffic stuff right here. A 2-part system. Is supposed to be super durable.
Yeah, super durable. Like we mentioned, it's gonna prevent from most scratches and stuff like that. So we're pretty excited about that stuff. And I mean, we're about ready to go, dude.
We're about ready to go. But before we actually get started with like anything, I think the first thing we're gonna do is use some fix-a-floor right here. There were some hardwood pieces upstairs that were like hollow or creaking down or something like that. And all you simply gotta do is drill and just put this in there and fill it up, dude.
Yeah, fill it up, super simple. We've used it before. So, I mean, that's gonna be one of the first things. That way we can have that stuff drying. And then we're probably gonna do the handrails before we do the floor,
yes,
right?
Sir. And are we gonna remove these spindles or should we just work around them, dude?
I think we probably should work around them because that's gonna be a big task trying to pop those suckers off. But who knows? We may end up popping them off, dude.
Yep, exactly. So we're gonna work on the handrails before we get to the floor. But before we even get to anything in here, what we're gonna wait on is actually the dumpster driver to pull up. We may assist him. He's supposed to come here and take the can, which we're super excited to finally just get that out of our sight, blocking our view and all that stuff. So let's just wait on him to arrive, and then after that, I think we're just gonna get straight to work. All right, so check it out, guys. We just added a little bit more fix-a-floor right here because I think once it dried out, it like shrunk up a little bit, right?
Yep, so we added some more, added a lot more, so we're gonna give that a little bit more time to dry, and we should be good. We'll just throw a little bit of wood putty right there, and that'll be it for that.
It'll be invisible, but you know what? I think that's the only board that was doing that, so we're good. But you know what? We ended up coating this whole entire handrail right here, and that one right there. The one downstairs, we'll get to that a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll get to that once we do the steps or something like that, but dude, this is a lot smoother now. It's not very much of a big difference, like a visual difference. It's just a lot smoother. You know
hey,
what I mean?
we can't catch no splinters, dude.
Yes, sir.
That's all we were looking for, but we ended up taking off the spindles as
took
well,
all
right?
the spinners and the spindles. It was a lot of work to do this, but you know what? It made that process a lot faster and a lot easier, and it's gonna make buffing and coating the floor a lot easier as well.
Definitely. We just got to remove that one little receptacle thing right there. But you know what? Before we actually start buffing this whole entire floor, which actually is going to fly by because you just fly over it.
Yes.
We're going to see what the blower door test guy is going to do right quick,
Dude,
right?
he's right now measuring everything up, and then he's gonna actually pull a vacuum or something on this door, which is just gonna be awesome. Dude.
There he is. The man with the
The
plan.
best house ever measured, man. The best house ever.
That's what I'm talking about.
With the best view, you know, with the best view.
Yes, sir. So he's measuring it up right now, and then you're basically just going to put like some sort of pressure on the front door, right?
Yeah, you guys gonna see it's like, you know.
Awesome, awesome.
It's gonna show us how good it is, how well it's built.
Awesome.
You're as good at building the cars as at building the houses, you know?
Hey, yeah, we're about to put it to the test here in a little bit.
We're gonna judge you. In the state of Tennessee, you cannot have more than 7 air change per hour. You have to be below that. You have to be between 5 and 7. If you're above 7, you fail the test, you have to improve your house. If you're below 5, you have to put mechanical ventilation. Before we do that, we need to check all the windows and doors to make sure everything is shut. Crank it up, yeah? So what we're doing, we're depressurizing this house by sucking air out. You actually have pretty tight house, I tell you what. So let's walk upstairs. Let's see upstairs, because downstairs, you know, it seems pretty good. It seems pretty tight, you know? Put your hand right here.
Yeah, you can feel
Do you feel all this air coming? Negative pressure that is created by this return, sucking the air from this receptacle into your house with the particles of insulation and everything else that then goes into your lungs. And that's what destroys, you know, people's health. This house, surprisingly, is very tight house. It still needs a little bit more adjustment, which I'm gonna show you what to do. What needs to be done is you need to buy a foam gun with a can of foam. You shoot the foam at the bottom of the receptacle where the holes are for the wiring, and then you buy some white caulking, you know, not silicone. Regular caulking have to be expensive one because the cheap Alex caulk does not work. It cracks over time. And you put caulking around this box. Then you seal with caulking on the outside of the box.
Alrighty guys, so quick little update on what just happened. We just did a lot of stuff, but the blower door test guy basically just took off, right?
He just took off, but dude, that guy just basically just pulled a whole entire vacuum on this entire house and basically showed us exactly what happens when you have negative or positive pressure with your HVAC unit in the house, which was just crazy. I mean, we had air getting sucked out of these little receptacle covers here, which was just really cool to see and feel because you can actually feel that stuff, dude.
Dude, I didn't even know like you needed to do this type of stuff, but there is a really important reason, not only for energy efficiency, but also for health,
Yeah,
dude.
because I mean, right here, I mean, this is sucking air out. It's not necessarily sucking air out directly from the outside. That's sucking air out from your attic, from your walls, blowing in insulation and a bunch of dust. Even older houses have like asbestos and stuff, and that will happen. So that's like a big requirement now in the state of Tennessee. Usually people used to do it just to make their home really energy efficient, because if you seal like that up 100%, dude, you will have like an airtight home or something like that. But he said that our house was really tight, and I do agree, it's a pretty tight house.
100%. This sucker was built nice and stout. Also, he still said we should probably seal up all the receptacles just to be
he said
safe.
get some silicone, go around the edges or caulking, and then probably get some foam and just go on the inside of the box where the electrical wires go in, just if you want to be safe, you know, with your health, and it'll kind of save you a couple dollars a year on electrical or something.
Yeah, so we were only able to capture the actual building pressure test, but he also did a test on the HVAC system, but we ran to get lunch.
Yeah, we're getting lunch. I wish we would have captured that, but he basically just like covered up each vent and just blew a test, and he said it's a new system, so it easily passed. But you know what? That guy gave us so much information on everything. I mean, he still has to put it in the computer. We don't know if he passed just yet because he has to calculate like the square footage of air in this thing and the square footage of pressure or whatever he pulled, which was just crazy to see the whole thing, dude.
I can't wait for the results to come back. But anyways, we went ahead and buffed everything over here and we're ready to vacuum. And also, I do want to mention about the finish that we used on the rails, right?
Yeah, we did not use the high definition finish on the rails because we didn't want to mix the two-part system. Then once it comes time to actually throw it on the floor, after buffing and stuff, it could have dried, and that stuff is really expensive. So we just used a regular satin finish on these handrails. Came out perfect. You will never tell the difference between the floor and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we're good right there. Now it is time to actually go ahead and vacuum everything and what? Mix up the two-part?
Mix up the two-part, start laying it down.
Hey, son.
That's it right there, dude.
Dude, that is what I'm talking about. The last coat went down and it is already drying super quick, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, this coat was actually a little bit thicker, the HD stuff, because I guess with that hardener and stuff like that, but you know what, it's a little bit tacky, but it's almost there, it's almost dry. But dude, look at that, dude, it gives it like a whole entire different sheen, and I'm sure once this stuff hardens, it's gonna be strong.
Dude, definitely gonna be super durable. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot thicker, but you know what? It looks better. I think the semi-gloss versus this satin right here, but you can't tell much of a difference.
Yeah, definitely no difference at all there, because it just goes up in the post. Almost kind of like, it looks pretty cool though, like when the sunlight hits on it, it like definitely like, it looks like it should be that color,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely looks super cool either way. But anyways, as you can tell, super late on us. We're just working late into the night. We're just gonna keep on moving, probably work on these stair treads, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead, probably clean them off real quick, untape all of them, and basically just start sanding these suckers and getting them ready for a coat.
Yeah, this is gonna fly by just like everything else did with the floor so far. You wanna just like crack that sucker open right quick?
Let's go ahead, dude. Oh my goodness, that preserved it perfect right there, dude.
Yes, sir, it's perfect, but you know what? It's super rough, so we're gonna take care of that with that last coat. So what do you say? Get this knocked out and then that first coat? First level, I mean?
Yeah, let's go ahead and knock out these stairs and possibly get everything coated.
Alrighty guys, so check that out. We finally got all these stair treads completely coated and they look super smooth, but I gotta say it is super late, so I think we're just gonna stop right there and probably do this floor tomorrow in the morning. Let's just walk over here and see if the oven over here will tell us what time it is. Have you set the timer or the time on this?
Yeah, it's already preset and everything.
It's 10:10, dude. It's super late, but you know what? We even had a late night snack, so that's really what kept us going right there. And I think I'm actually gonna sleep in this house for the very first time. Are we allowed to sleep in this house without doing that final inspection?
I don't know, man. I mean, technically it's called napping if you're not allowed.
Hey, I'm just gonna take a nap. How about that? I'll take like a 5-10 minute, maybe 6 hour nap or something like that, but I'm gonna sleep on that futon, dude.
Dude, that's gonna be totally awesome, man. Check it out, man. It's super soft. I think you'll pass right out, man.
We got blankets right there. Well, that's all I need, dude.
Man,
Like,
good to go, dude.
it's gonna be like one of them situations like where you go over to a friend's house for like a sleepover, you wake up with like a cardboard
Cardboard box on top of you,
like that.
or you wake up in that box with the chickens in there, dude.
Look at, actually, we have an update on the chickens as well. We added like what, 3 of them?
Yeah, we added 3 of them right there, man. They're just having a blast. Go ahead and pick one of those tiny little nuggets up, dude.
Dude, I
Look at
can't
that.
wait for them to grow up, man. It's just gonna be awesome, dude.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, it is super late right now. I'm gonna probably have to catch some shut-eye and just come in here, or I'm not even gonna have to come in here. I'm gonna be in here. And we're just gonna knock out that first level there, and I think we're gonna be done with all of our floors. Alrighty guys, so it is actually the next day here and we ended up doing the last coat on that first floor over there, and I gotta say it turned out absolutely amazing. And we're over here by the final checklist because we just knocked out a bunch of stuff and we marked off a lot of stuff, but the main thing was to knock out the last coat on all the hardwood floors, so I'm super excited about that. As you can tell, we got very little left, so this house is gonna be over before you know it. Now, honestly, how many videos do you think we got left on this house,
Not much, man, because we are knocking off some major stuff. One of the main goals was that pressure test because now we can get ready for that final, dude.
I can't wait to get the results in for that, but I do want to mention something about this futon right here. They should have called this sucker a crouton because of how stiff it was. I mean, it says memory foam, but dude, the only memory I have is just my back hurting, dude.
They should have came with a warning label that says may need chiropractor or something like that.
For sure, but you know what? It allowed me to nap through the night, so I'm super happy about that. It'll do the trick right there. But that's pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. Definitely make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at Goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.